machine.
Mm-hmm.
She uses natural language to identify sentences that other people have said maybe Finland will be the greatest country in the world by 2025. She uses that sentence and she extracts from it the important information. I think that we do have a process of examining the past,
Mm-hmm.
and we do have a process of examining the present,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not good enough yet. And if you're a good futurist, you really want to know what the past, the present, and the future hold, because if we don't actually look at the past, we're going to reinvent the past and do the bad things again.
Mm.
So that's an area we need to focus on. And we also know that we've got to build this whole process of how we get Athena to answer questions absolutely precisely and not get the question wrong. And you'll already know that when you play with Alexa, Amazon's Alexa, you ask her a question, she says, I don't understand, or she gives you the wrong information. We need to be pretty sure that she's going to give business people and not-for-profit people the right answer. So we won't release that until we're pretty sure that she's giving accurate answers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what about in terms of is she also able to identify surprises?
Yes.
Or discontinuities
Yes.
in trends? Could you tell us a little bit about that? Or is that
Well, she's not a predictive machine.
Mm-hmm.
She uses natural language to identify sentences that other people have said maybe Finland will be the greatest country in the world by 2025. She uses that sentence and she extracts from it the important information. Okay? She extracts from it the important information. So what she's effectively doing is she's using the wisdom of the crowds, 35,000 different types of experts and processes. She's using the wisdom of the crowds and she's aggregating their views about what the future holds.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not predicting, she's using other people's views about what possible, probable, plausible, preferable futures are out there. And then people can search on those and get back the ones that they're specifically interested in, maybe education or transport, for instance. And then they can say, I'm only interested in the weak signals. Please tell me which ones are going to be transformational. Please tell me which ones you think might collapse a particular organisation or a particular country, etc., etc. So she can do all of that type of process because she's actually analysing the words that are being used by experts.
Okay, so I have a final question for you. It's a little bit moving away from the topic of Athena.
Yes.
And it's moving to yourself.
Good.
So
you're going to do to me what I did to Ivana this morning.
So here's my question for you, which is, how do you see yourself? How do you see what is your calling in our community of futurists? What is your role in it? What is your role in it all?
Well, I think I have to talk about why I started into this process. In 1999-2000, when I was listening to 19 Futurists, I realised that they were all relatively small businesses. They were all concentrating on different parts of the futures world. And there was no place to aggregate this material and no place to get it into an organisation so that an organisation would only have to go to one place to find the future. It's just too complicated and too long-winded to expect any organisation to do enormous amounts of scanning. And so I felt that if we could find a way of making that go away, people would start to use the future. So my long-term aim is to get, and it always has been our aim, is to get Shaping Tomorrow on the desk of every decision maker in the world. That's what we're planning to do. And as a result of that, to move futures into the mainstream of business.
Mm-hmm.